Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Cloud and Data with Kaushik. So today we are going to start one new playlist that is on Flask. So in this course we have to discuss all the Flask related concept and how we have to integrate our web framework in the Flask. So before going to start any kind of hands-on session, I am just in this demo, in this session, I'm just going to discuss about what is Flask and what is the use case of Flask. So in this way, we can gradually move to one by one session, and this is the totally step-by-step learning. And we are going to focus all kind of necessary things regarding Flask and why Flask is used and what is Flask. That is the agenda of this session. So let's start it. So what is Flask? If anyone is asked in the interview or as per your knowledge, so what is Flask? That is the first question that in my mind, how we can tackle this type of question, right? So what is Flask? So Flask is a lightweight web framework and it is written in Python, okay? And it is designed to be very simple. The code is very easy to write, easy to use and flexible, and making it an excellent choice for building web applications and API. For creating your web applications and API, Flask is very useful. And all the things I'm just going to write over here so you can understood step by step, right? So just first, what is Flask? I'm just write here. What is Flask? So Flask is a lightweight and web framework written in Python. You can say is a lightweight and web framework written in Python, and it is designed to be simple, easy to use, and flexible. And you can say making it an excellent choice for building web applications and APIs. And we also can say that Flux does not impose strict dependencies or project structure, and it allows developers to have more freedom and make choice based on the specific needs. And some key features of Flux that I'm going to discuss. Okay, key features of Flux. Key features of Flask. Why I'm going to use the Flask? What is the key features? Why the Flask is very important? Okay. So first that I can say micro framework. Okay. So Flask is referred to a micro framework because it provides the essential to get web application up and running without imposing too many restrictions. So Flask is often referred as a micro framework because it provides the essential to get a web application up and running without imposing too many restrictions. So be very easily you can up and running your web application. That is, no many complex things are involved over here. So without imposing too many restrictions, okay? Restrictions. And the minimalist approach allows developer to choose their components or features. So they have different kind of features. So I'm going to add-ons over there, right? So like database integration features like database integration, authentications, and everything that I'll cover in the hands-on part. Okay. So whatever I'm written, so everything will cover in the next session and towards gradually the session. So we'll cover all the things. Okay. So like database integration, authentications, and you can say that REST API creation. All the things, all the necessary things with all the features is there inside this framework. Inside this framework. Okay. And second point that I'm going to discuss, that is the flexibility. Flexibility. Flask is unopinionated and gives developer the freedom to choose the components and libraries they want to use. So any kind of, there are many kinds of ways that we are going to implement our Flask coding, Flask application. And that is the reason it is told that Flask is unopinionated. So Flask is un and gives developers the freedom to choose the components. So just add one page so you can understood. To choose the components and libraries they want to use. Okay. The flexibility is for the valuable for experienced developer who want to more control over their project architecture. Okay. So this is the flexibility. Third point that I'm going to use, that easy to use, very easy to use. Okay. The Flask is known for its simplicity and easy to use. The framework is easy to learn, very easy. You can learn this framework. The framework is easy to learn and developers can quickly start building web applications with minimal boilerplate coding. So everything is ready-made over there. Okay, you just going to plug and play, and just within simple line of code, very minimum line of code, we are going to implement all the things. Okay, and minimal boilerplate code, that I can say. Fourth point we can discuss, that is extensibility. Extensibility. Plus, it's very lightweight, okay? And it provides a modular design, so you can reuse your components. Modular design that allows developers to easily extend its functionality by integrating various extensions and libraries. While Flask is very lightweight, and it provides a modular design that allows developers to easily extend its functionality by integrating various extension and libraries, various extensions and libraries, we can say. And fifth point, we can say that Jinja template, okay? Jinja 2 template. That means Flask is built on top of the WSGI toolkit and use of Jinja 2 template engine. So WSGI, what is the full form of WSGI? So we can say Web Server Gateway Interface, WSGI. That means Web Server Gateway Interface. Gateway Interface. Okay, is a standard interface. So is a standard. I just write what is here. I'm writing what is WSGI. Just a second. So WSGI is a standard interface between web servers and Python web applications. Python web applications or its framework. And you can say it defines how a web server should communicate with web applications, we can say that. And we can say it allows flexibility in deploying Python web applications with different web server. That is the main difference. So it's deploying Python web application with different web server, different web servers. Okay. So Flask, and in the context of Flask, we can say in the context of Flask, WSGI plays a crucial role in connecting the Flask applications with a web server, Okay. Now we are going to that fifth point, that Jinja 2 template that I'm going to write over here. Fifth point is work jerk and Jinja 2 template. And Jinja. So Flask is built on top of the work chip WSGI toolkit and use the Jinja 2 template engine. It provides utilities for handling HTTP requests. It provides utilities of handling HTTP request routing, very important concept that I'm going to discuss, routing and other web related tasks, While Jinja 2 is a powerful template engine. Powerful template engine means whatever that object, whatever the list or arrays that I'm going to pass in the technical term that I'm going to say, that HTML page, and over there we are going to render all kind of things. So that is the reason the class uses Ginger 2 template. It is very powerful template engine that allows, so you can write your own concept, you can write your own the condition, you can write your for loop, you can write if else condition, everything inside that HTML page. Okay, that is the very big advantage of that Flask application. They have that HTML part, right? Separate HTML pages. Whenever we connecting the HTML pages in the Flask, at the runtime they will provide all kind of facilities. Okay, so Ginger 2 is a powerful template engine that allows developers to create a dynamic HTML content. Okay, HTML content. So that is one of the main features. And development server. 6th point that I am going to say, development server. Okay, Flask comes with a built-in development server. So whenever I just next demo, I'm going to see that how I create that applications. So you can see that it's a built-in web development server over there. If you're using React.js, Angular, or Node.js, so you can see that server also the built-in. And also in the Flask, they have provides built-in development server. So Flask comes with a built-in development server and making it easy to test and debug applications during development. Okay, and 6th point is that 7th point that I can say segmentation and community. So Flask have a vibrant and active community, the larger community. So any kind of issues you are facing, right? So if you post that in the community, so the massive kind of documentation, extensive documentation is available, and that is the main advantage that, and it highlights that Flask is some different kind of web framework, right? So it separates that documentation part. It's an extensible documentation part over there. So I'm also right. Flask has a vibrant and active community, and there is a extensive documentation available. Okay, and this makes it easier for developers to find help, resources, and examples when working in Flask. So that is one of the biggest advantage and the features, community and documentation when working with Flask. Okay, so in a summary, we can say that Flask is a suitable for wide range of web development tasks for building small prototypes and APIs to developing larger, more complex application. And in the data science, we mostly use the Flask web framework in our end-to-end data science project, right? They are using the Streamlit, but most of the time we are using the Flask because we are going to create larger complex applications over there. And its simplicity and flexibility, that is two major advantage, simplicity and flexibility and easy of use, making is a popular choice of developers who prefer the lightweight framework that allows them to structure their projects according to their preferences. That we can say. So in this session, we just understood some kind of concept of Flask and why we are going to use the Flask and what is the features and some key points over there. But we have to also know who invented Flask, right? So we have to know that who invented Flask applications and when, right? So Flask is a lightweight web framework for Python. We already know was created by who created Flask application, who invented that Flask applications. The name is Armin Ronachel. Okay, so if I'm not spelling or any kind of thing is misspelled over there, so please forgive to me. But this Armin Roncher, okay, he developed Flask and 2010, okay, and but later continued to develop and maintain it due to its popularity and positive reception with the Python community. So Armin Roncher is a prominent figure in the Python community and has contributed to various open source projects. Flask has since become widely used for web development due to its simplicity, flexibility, and easy of use. That I'm going to say. Flexibility, simplicity, and easy of use. The framework follows that WSGI, Web Server Gateway Interface Standard. So it follow WSGI, Web Server Gateway Interface Standard, and making it compatible with a variety of web servers. So in this session, we just discuss that what is Flask, who has invented the Flask, and what is the features, why I'm going to use the Flask, and some kind of concept of WSGI. So how WSGI works. So these applications, if I using then how it is work. So Flask application in the WSGI. So Flask application is a Python script that we define the structure, we have defined the routing, we have defined the behavior of the web application, and here WSGI compatible server, okay, is an interface between the web server and the Flask application, between the web server and Flask applications, okay. And the WSGI server handles incoming HTTP requests. Suppose you have multiple HTTP requests, right? And it handles the WSGI server and passes them to the Flask application. Passes them to the Flask application for processing and sends back the application response. So suppose one minute, I have this, yeah, I hope that you are able to see my screen. Yes, so WSGI server handles incoming request that I told. So it handles the incoming request and pass them to the Flask application for processing and sends back the application response. Okay, so that is the advantage of WSGI, and Flask provide WSGI application object that represents your web application. This object is an instance of the Flask class. Okay, so I'm also writing this thing, the WSGI application. We can say that Flask provide a WSGI application object that represents your web application. This object is an instance of the Flask class. Okay, very easy to understand these things. The WSGI server interacts with the object to communicate with your Flask application. The WSGI server interacts with its object to communicate with your Flask application. Flask application. So that's we can say when you run your Flask application using the WSGI server, you are essentially deploying your Flask application to be served by that server. Okay, so this all of for that Flask, and this is the theory class obviously, and we are just going to understand these kind of features and things, and this node I'm going to add in the session, so you can go and try to look over there and you can understand the concept. And the next session we are going to start the hands-on part. I hope you can understand the agenda and why the Flask applications and why it is what is Flask and why it is used. And thank you everyone for joining the session, and please subscribe my channel. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, and in this way we are going, we will learn and grow together. And thank you everyone for joining the session. Thanks, but don't please to subscribe my channel. Thanks.